Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be building my very first computer from scratch. I ordered all the pieces on Part Picker. Let's hope it works. I went with the i7-14700 based on my research after my last video talking about having the right video encoders on the CPU. The reason I went Intel over AMD was just because this has built-in quick sync. So fingers crossed, it's not a bad choice. Everybody talks about performance being power hungry, but from my math, which isn't very good, maybe cost $2 more a month to run for electricity where we live. So not a huge deal over AMD. I got 32 gigs of DDR5 RAM. This is 6,000 megahertz. It has CL30. What does that mean? I don't really know, but based on my research, this seemed like the fastest stuff to get. Will it go good with my motherboard, which is a Aris Elite AX Ice? I don't really know. This is a Z90. I think these ones are a bit more overclocking motherboards that have a lot of features. Things that I'm not super comfortable with. This might be a little bit of an overkill board for me. Guess we'll find out. This was what I was waiting the longest to get. It came in the mail today. This is a Samsung 980 Pro. These have read-write speeds of 7,000 megabytes, bytes, I never remember. These are legit 5-year warranties. So Samsung seemed to be the best M2 hard drives that I could find. So I decided to spend a bit extra. I got this one on a sick deal. So we'll see how that goes. For cooling, instead of going water cooling, which I would have really liked to have done, I ended up getting the Deep Cool AK620. And then with the power supply, I went for the 850. I don't know if this is too much. Is there such thing as too much power? I don't know. Let me see if I can squeeze the case in here. What case is this? I've already forgotten. It's Corsair logo, the 4000D or something like that. Nice glass case. It has a pretty little, I'll give you more B-roll of this later once I get the computer built and I start installing everything. So I do have an overhead camera. I'm gonna start pulling this stuff apart. I don't wanna bore you too much with the little details. I'll try and make a video showing a little time lapse of me. All right, wish me luck. All right, I didn't get a chance to do the rest of the install, plugging in all of the power supply to the motherboard, getting the case connected to the motherboard for the front lights, but it was honestly not very difficult. I've watched enough stuff online. It was getting a little bit late. I wanted to have some beers and not have to record video. So I'm happy to report that it booted up first try. The Windows installation disk, I went to Who Keys I got from the Tech Notices channel. I wanted to support him because I know he does great videos. So I used his link and I bought the Windows Home key, and you get it right away and it worked great. I've actually used 2 of the keys for this PC and my other PC, which I will be testing out in the very near future. And so here we are. Intel 14th Gen. I'm using the integrated graphics. I have not yet bought a video card because I wanted to see what the Intel QuickSync was like on its own. I was curious if I could build just this as a desktop without a GPU and maybe be happy with the video editing capabilities. While I'm very impressed initially with how fast the scrubbing is on here, I can definitely feel that a GPU is missing. The CPU is very fast for video editing, but then when you just add anything, whether magic masks or whatever, it just falls apart fast. I'm not sure what video card I'm gonna get yet, but maybe if I sell this thing, I can afford something tasty. I know the new cards are gonna be out at the end of this year. I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do yet. If you have any suggestions, let me know. I'm leaning towards maybe a 4080 Super or a 4070 Ti Super. I'm not too sure. I would like to play game. My goal would be to play a little bit of 4K gaming. And I am gonna need to get another monitor as well. I'm trying to decide if I should go 4K, 144 Hertz, or if I should just stick with the 1440p. We'll see. Anyway, it was very exciting. I have to admit that building computers is very addicting. I went for a very sleeper, low profile build without a lot of RGB or anything like that because I'm gonna put it under the desk. I just need it to perform well. I don't really care what it looks like, but I could see how I'd wanna try and create something that looks a little more exciting. I've done some really cool lighting reviews on my other channel recently, and having a cool piece just gives the room a certain feel. I could see how people would use their computers for that. Very cool hobby. Can't wait to start testing around. I'm gonna make a lot of videos comparing 14th gen versus my 8th gen versus the Mac. I'm gonna do a lot of DaVinci stuff too in the near future. So thanks for watching. I know it's been a bit of a funny journey. I've still been very, very happy with the Apple stuff. And I'm gonna make a video on why I'm switching back to the Windows. But at the end of the day, just having all these customized pieces, being able to game, being able to fix everything. Windows is so cool. I was raised on it. I love my control and paste again. There's a lot of things that I love. All right, that's it for today. Lots more stuff coming up, talking new computers. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one. In case you missed my last video, check that out here. Otherwise, here's what YouTube thinks you'd like to watch next. See you next time on the Sad Studio.